want to share two things that are
Okay.
super valuable. One is where we use our voice, using our voice in the bedroom in arousal and outside of the bedroom in non-arousal. Let's start with non-arousal first. Non-arousal is where we're not in the turn on space, right? If we only talk about sex, or we only like give direction about sex, or we only talk about our genitals when we're aroused, we start associating kind of containment, if you will, a kind of compartmentalizing, and to say that sex only happens a certain way, it can only look a certain way, and I can only say certain things when it comes to sex in this certain specific confined moment. And yet, when we're hyper aroused, our language abilities actually go down a bit, right? Because our body is on fire, different parts of our brain are sparking. So our prefrontal cortex, that's like language, rationality, linear thought, is on a different frequency. It's like not in the spreadsheet. It's not like I'm reading my emails. It's a different game. So non-arousal sex talk is really critical. And that's the stuff that is the conversation of, what kind of lover are you? What kind of sexual fantasies do you have? It is, like I mentioned earlier, the thing that we did yesterday. Let me tell you about what I loved about what we did yesterday. Let me tell you about what didn't work for me. It's actually feedback. It's saying, hey, where we just went together, let me tell you what I really loved and what I didn't really love, so that you know me and I know you. And so when we go for it or something again in the future, we're really clear about what's in play and what's not in play, right? We do that about going out on dates, right? Like in our courtship phase, or maybe you're in a relationship where you're like, Friday night is date night. You're in the mindset of like, hey, we're getting together on Friday night, right? And so you build this kind of anticipation, right? Which is really valuable for your relationship. You get to look forward to something. Non-arousal sex talk can do the same kind of thing. Now that I've had this conversation, hey, what I really loved about what happened, I'm recalling the memory. I'm bringing up some level of arousal energy, but I'm not creating like high peak. I'm ready to pull my clothes off. I've got my genitals available to you. I'm in bed. I want something to occur right now. It's not the same energy. But what it starts to also do is it starts to allow us to tap into that arousal energy, tap into that sexual or erotic energy, and bring it into the kitchen, bring it into a conversation over coffee without the need to push it into an agenda like intercourse or any kind of sexual contact, right? Which actually is an expansion of our sexual energy. It's a liberation of our sexual energy, because now we are using it and exploring it in different contexts in the world. And it also gives us a chance to use our voice in a moment where we're not in any kind of pressure or any kind of like push for something sexy, fun to happen right now in this moment, right? I don't know how many times I've been in these moments where I'm all like, I want something really great to happen and I want to come right now, but you're standing on my hair and somebody's drooling on me and I don't know what's going on, but if I have to tell you about it, I'm going to lose the moment. Okay. And many of us, we are afraid if I talk during sex, then we're going to lose the moment, right? So non-arousal sex talk is really critical in order to share what's going on, what you like, what you don't like, what worked, what didn't work, what you want to do next time, what, hey, when you were in this moment and you were on top of me and you were like looking down at me and I looked up at you and I said, oh my God, I love you. And you said, yeah, baby, I love you too, or whatever it was, like this snapshot moment in time. God, I felt all of these things. I felt loved. I felt secure. I felt wild. I felt courageous. I felt adored. Like that information is so valuable to create intimacy again the next time. It's so valuable. When somebody says that to me about these snapshot moments and I communicate that to them, like, now I know you in this whole other way. Now I'm making love to you, with you. We're generating, passion together in a totally new way, not just with our bodies, but with our minds and our hearts as well. And I'm a big fan of that, right? So non-arousal sex talk, like having conversation about who you are as a sexual person and what works and doesn't work when you're at the dinner table, right? And maybe if you're in a public place, you may want to be a little quiet about it, but maybe you're in a park and you're sitting on a park bench and you want to be really clear about it. The other part is about how to use your voice during arousal. And I think that I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people over the years, and this is a really challenging one. So this is where I really love to start, which is just about making some kind of noise and sighing intentionally, as if like you're coming home from a long day and you finally put your feet up and you're like, oh yeah, I love this, right? So a heavy sigh to some kind of, guttural or like just expression of sound. Yes. Into yeses. Yes. 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 I love that. Yes. That feels good. Yes. I want more of that. Yes. Please do that again. Yes. I love that. Yes. I love that feeling. Yes. I love it when you touch me like that. Yes. I love feeling your body next to me. Yes. 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 So many of us wait until something's not working before then we say something or we make we use our voice at all. And so the yes, the kind of breathing is like, it actually is like it trains our body and our brain to actually warm up to using our voice when we're aroused. So I love doing this and coaching this in solo practice. If you don't have a solo sex practice, now's a great time to start one. And this is a particularly valuable practice for you. You start to build some arousal. Maybe you're dancing naked. Maybe you're touching yourself. Maybe you're using a vibrator. Doesn't matter. But then you just start making some kind of noise. Even if it feels fake, doesn't matter. It's fine. Go ahead. But you get to teach your brain that making noise and letting go of the energy, like releasing it, is good for you. So that then when you move to actual words, you've trained your body, you've trained your mouth to use your voice. And now we can actually use it. Yes, 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 yes. So then when you say, hey, that doesn't work, or you are on my hair, not only is it easy for you to communicate that way, but the person that you're with has already heard your voice so many times that when you say this doesn't work, they're not like, shocked. Oh my God, I've never heard your voice before. So you're training them as much as you're training yourself. So non-arousal, arousal, using your voice.
Yeah.
2 really powerful options.